Hey everyone, this is Mike with 4 and 6 Music. In today's lesson, I'm going to briefly go over how to tune the guitar. This is extremely important for everyone who picks up a guitar and learns it. You're going to have to learn how to tune it, because if it's not tuned, this is what it's going to sound like, and you don't want that. You want to be able to play and have the guitar sound nice, and in order for that to happen, you have to tune it. So I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to switch over to the guitar tuner so that I can show you guys how I tune the guitar. What's important is knowing the names for each strings as well, like what notes they're supposed to be. So that way when you tune them up, you know exactly what note they need to be tuned to. So let's go through the notes one at a time. So for our first string, that's going to be E. Our second string is going to be B. Third string is going to be G. Fourth string is going to be D. Fifth string is going to be A. And our sixth string is going to be the same as our first string, E. So we can use the tuner to tune. Let's transition to that. All right, guys, so let's have a look at the tuning over here. So we're going to start with our first string. As we can see, it is a little flat because that red line is on the left side. So we're going to have to make that a little higher. And there we go. We want it to be in the middle. Just like this. If you see a little bit of red, it's not the end of the world. It's okay. If you want to be exact, then you can just turn it up a little bit. And there we go. That is our first string. Moving on to the second string. Our second string is B. And we see it does not say B, it says A. It says A when I play that string. So again, it says A, and we see the dot at the end as well. So when we see that dot, it means sharp. So that will be A sharp. And that just means that we have to move up a half step to our B note. So we're going to make that string higher also, but we'll have to turn the tuning peg a little bit more since it's on A sharp and not B. So now there's our B. And there we go. Now we're in tune. Moving on to our third string, the G string. Now if you notice, this one's a little too sharp. This one's too high. We have G sharp because again, that dot at the end of the letter means sharp. So we're going to have to bring that down. So we're going to turn the tuning peg the opposite direction in order to make that lower. You see it's still a little sharp, so we're just going to lower it a little bit more. Just like that. Again, don't be too worried if you see a little bit of red. So long as, for the most part, it's in the green, then you're okay. Moving on to our D string, the fourth string. as with our B string. So we see C sharp, so we're going to have to go higher because D is after C in the musical alphabet and in the alphabet in general. So here we go. Very nice. So now our next string, the fifth string or A string. And this is why it's also important to make sure that you leave the note ringing out a little bit so that you're able to see whether the note becomes flat or sharp as the note rings out. That is important. So we see that that note is A-okay. And moving on to our sixth and last string, E, so it's the same as our first string. Whoa, but we see an F. So we're going to have to bring that down because E goes before F. So here we go. All right, and then after you're done tuning all the strings, I would go back and check them again because when you end up tuning the guitar, you're turning the tuning pegs for the other strings, it can affect the strings that you just tuned. So be careful. Don't just tune it once and then play. Make sure that you go back to the first string and tune one more time at least. So let's have a look now. That first string is good. Second string is good. Third string is good. Fourth string is good. Fifth string seems to be favoring the sharp a little bit too much for my liking, so I'm gonna just lower it a little bit. That's much better. And then our sixth string. So that's favoring the flat side a little too much for my liking, so I'm just gonna bring that up a little bit. Maybe a little bit too much. And there we go. That is much better. And now when we play our A minor, it should sound a lot better. And the A minor is a really good chord to use when you're tuning the guitar and figuring out whether it sounds good or not, specifically that A minor bar chord. We can also use the open A minor. And you can use, if you want to include that sixth string, because that's important, you can use either the E major or the E minor as well. So you want to make sure that they sound in tune. And like I said, you can use those chords as a reference to check whether the guitar is in tune or not. One trick that you can do when tuning the guitar, just to check on the instrument itself, is by using the notes on the 5th fret to help you and comparing those notes to the open string. So let's use our open first string as an example. So we have our open first string. I'm going to put my finger on the 5th fret of our second string and play both of those strings one at a time. Then together. It should sound like the same note. So if it does sound like that, then you're good. You don't have to tune the guitar, right? Oh, well, at least those strings, right? Moving on, the next string's a little bit weird when we compare the second string to the third string. We're, instead of using the 5th fret like the other strings, we're going to use the 4th fret for this one. So open second string and the 4th fret of our third string. So that's good as well. Moving right along, our open third string, we're going to compare to the 5th fret of our 4th string. That sounds good. And now we're going to move along. Open 4th string to the 5th fret of our 5th string. That also sounds good. And then finally our open 5th string with the 5th fret of our 6th string. And that sounds pretty good as well. So when we play our E minor chord, it should sound in tune. If a note is a little out of tune, I'll use an example just to show you. I'll detune our A string. So you hear something is wrong. It doesn't really sound too right. And just as a quick check, you can go through the strings. And my suggestion is get used to the way these strings sound so that you can do a quick check in order to see which string has the problem as far as the tuning goes. So if you go through them one at a time, that's good, 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 a little flat, good. So let's tune that 5th string. So we can use, again, that trick to check, and you hear the difference. And in order to tell whether you need to go higher or lower, you have to try to figure that out from listening, whether that note is going lower or higher. So if I play again that 4th string, then that 5th fret on the 5th string sounds like it's going lower. So that means I have to make that 5th string a little higher. Okay, it's a little higher. Now let's check again. Much better. And I might even bring that up a little bit more. There we go. And now it's in tune again. So that's a good trick to use whenever you just want to briefly check whether the strings are in tune. And if you have to make a quick adjustment, you can use the tuner, of course, and I would suggest doing that. But you can also make a quick adjustment on the guitar itself by using that trick and that method of tuning the guitar. I hope that was informative for you guys. I hope you got something out of the lesson. Again, anytime you pick up the guitar, you should tune it, because chances are it is slightly out of tune, especially with weather change, with temperature change, anything like that. The likelihood of the guitar being out of tune is much higher. So make sure you pick up the guitar and tune it up before you play it. So until the next video, I'll see you guys then. Rock and roll.